So what we're trying to do now is like a Casey Neistat, pretend the camera's not there situation. Still learning, rotating.
We're at Birmingham Airport. It's raining. We're about to check in.
About to check in. Job today, get on a flight, don't miss the flight, and look at the weather we're leaving behind.
Let's go.
Gotta go. So before we get into it, I'm not sure how good these microphones are going to cancel that pump behind us, but I'm pretty confident. So
Very loud.
bit of scene setting, guys. This is like a slightly different video to the ones we've done before, where they're very kind of like sharing a specific part of our journey and like how to do things. This is like vlog style content, I'd say.
Yeah.
Been inspired by that.
First of many, hopefully.
Yeah, the goal is to do a weekly vlog when we land here fully with the family in July. But we're here for a week at the moment.
I feel like it's getting louder, like we've now got
there's a massive bird that we just missed it, but saw and just ducked out of the way of it. We're at the hotel at the moment. We landed in Dubai early hours of the morning. We got here at about 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning.
2:30 a.m. Yeah.
2:30 a.m. in the morning, and off the back of that, I've had about 4 hours sleep. And the job to be done today, so leading up to today, we were going to land today and go and try and find an apartment, like source an apartment, get a deal, find a broker, get the keys, and then furnish it before we leave. Understand that was probably
in 5 days, I think.
Yeah, in 5 days. So pretty ambitious.
Yeah.
So we decided to get an apartment fully remotely. So had a Zoom call, did everything via WhatsApp, including the contract signatures, payments.
Yeah, I think just to jump in, what made me feel better about doing it this way, because I probably would have, if we hadn't have seen the apartment in the flesh previously and knew the building and knew the amenities and felt comfortable with the area, I don't think I could personally done it remotely. So that's what enabled us to be able to go down that route.
Yeah, so we knew the buildings. We had one of two buildings that we wanted to move into. We ended up getting the one that we want, as long as the apartment is what we think it is. It's not a shed in the desert.
We haven't seen it yet.
So
in person.
We've got the deal done. Everything's signed. We're heading over to the broker, their office this morning, get the keys. Then we're going to go and do the Ajari and connect to the DWAR, which takes like 15 to 24 hours. But as soon as we've got the keys, we're going to do a quick whip around, measure up. Got my little laser level. You can tell how much I do DIY. Laser pointy thing to measure.
0 is the answer.
And then, wow, it's like that already. And then furniture shopping, which I can't wait for.
Can't wait.
Because Sarah's got a list of...
He's already moaning. He was moaning about it in the UK.
I think we actually had that on camera, but I deleted it. So we're heading to like, where are we going? IKEA?
We're going to IKEA. We're going to go to Home Centre, Pan Home, which is dead set against, Dragon Mart. And then when I kind of map them out, it looks like somewhere on like what we'd call in the UK like a retail park. So there might be like an option of other home shops to hit while we're there.
Yeah, can't wait for
glaring
that.
at me.
Can't wait. I know that was not in the plan. That's not on the list.
First I heard.
So go and get the furniture for the apartment, which is completely unfurnished, and we're going to try and find places that do like furniture delivery and assembly and pretty quickly. And I'll also share, I guess, the apps that we use, because we're going to like rent a car and bits like that. So throughout the vlog, there'll be little, I guess, tidbits of some of the apps and bits that we're using, but we're also going to like do some split outs of like...
Did you say tidbits?
Tidbits.
I think it's actually titbits.
Titbits?
I think so, yeah.
Pretty sure it's not titbits.
Well, I've never heard anyone say tidbits.
We'll get into this afterwards. Anyway, that's the plan. Finish breakfast, go and get the keys and find out if we've got what we expect. All right, so the first job to do is for us to get a car. We're going to rent a car. There's two apps we can use to rent a car. We can use UDrive, or you can actually now use the Careem app. Looks like on the Careem app, you have to get the car delivered, but UDrive, let me show you. So if you open the UDrive app up, you can see on the map, that's where we are, that little blue marker, and all these little icons are cars that are available. So what I tend to do is drop it into this view here, which gives us a list of all the cars available. the fuel that's in them, and how far away they are from my location. And because we're going to go and do some furniture shopping today, can't wait for that, by the way, in case you've already not picked up on that. I'm going to try and find something with a little bit of space. So we're going to go with this one here. So this has slightly changed since last time I was out here. It used to have like parking and everything included. So here you can see fuel cost is included and parking is included, but some of them, it says like parking isn't included. It will give you a parking fee, and you always have a fee for additional mileage. So you can see here, mileage included is 200 kilometers a day. So I can either hire it per minute at 1.3 AD, or I can hire it daily. So I'm going to hit hire it daily, click reserve now, and that will start a timer. So that's basically locked that car up for me. And you can see here, reservation time in the bottom left-hand corner. I've got like 15 minutes to go and get this, which I didn't really think through when making this video. And now Sarah's going, we probably need to go. It's only a couple of 100 meters walk away. And when I get closer to the car, all I have to do is swipe that across, and that will unlock the car. The keys will be in the car already, and then we're good to go. And by the way, if you are getting into Dubai for the first time, you do have to verify yourself to get, I guess, full access to the app. So upload like passports and ID and bits like that, just so they know who you are. Anyway, we're off to get the car. We were going to get a U-Drive, but it was like a 20-minute walk, and we decided against it. So we've just met up with Wiam, who's been our broker. I'm going to give him a shameless plug. He's been absolutely epic for the whole journey. So if you are looking to relocate, drop me a note, find a way to get in contact with me or Sarah, and we will connect you guys. So just left his office. Where are we?
Great view from his office.
Great view from his office. And now in a cab heading over to the apartment, sit for the first time. We're going to measure up, then go and get the Ajari and the D-War sorted. And from that point...
Furniture shopping. I'm so excited. I really hope that we like it. Wowzers. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. I need to just check this balcony out. The balcony is key.
What I like, we'll be able to chill here, and the boys, this is the amenity section. As the view.
Wow. This needs cleaning. Who cleans this?
You.
You. That is very dusty. I don't think it's like really sunk in yet. This is smaller than it looked. So, wow, this is small.
We're going from a reasonable amount of space in the UK to less space. Oh, look at the panic. Look at the panic.
That's the family bathroom. This is the maid's room. Third bedroom.
Is this going to be a third bedroom, or is this the maid room? Well, office.
I don't know, I'm currently getting a bit panicky about the space.
Why are you getting panicky? It's good to know.
Just because if they're sharing a room in there, it seems tiny. So the bed would go here. Oh, we've got someone coming down.
Gonna give you my view of it all now. I think the space, living space, really happy with that. I don't mind about being higher. I think here, that view, it's solid. We do need to make a decision. Are the boys going to be in one room? You're stressed now, aren't you?
Yeah, I am stressed. I think I need to measure up space and see what's possible. I guess this is why doing it remotely, like this space compared to the others is bigger. The actual living space is really nice and spacious.
So you're concerned
compared to the other one.
You're concerned with the bedrooms?
Bedrooms is my concern, yeah. Because
as a reminder, we have two young boys. By the time they get here, one's going to be 8, one's going to be 10.
And ultimately, we need 2 spaces to work. So we were thinking maid's room was going to be an office.
Explain that. because we're both on Zoom calls working remotely, can't be in the same room doing calls all the time.
And also during the summer holidays as well, when we move, the boys are going to be off school. So we need everyone to be happy.
I know you're saying you want to be higher.
No, I'm not saying I want to be higher. I said I'm happy with the view, but I would have preferred to be slightly higher.
Okay.
I'm not disappointed. I'm just, the thing now, what we need to work out is the bedroom situation. Are they sharing? Are they having a room each? How does that leave our working situation? Because
do you know what?
Everyone needs to be happy.
I think if we go back in time,
yeah.
One thing we don't get or isn't readily available is like just room sizes, like measurements. Yeah. That's what Beirut needs to sort out, or any of these places, because I like to geek out. I would have
you could have done a room plan.
Would have done a room plan, dropped a single bed, double bed, whatever it is, and just looked at the space, and then you wouldn't have freaked out.
No, I'm not freaking out. I just think it's a problem that we need to solve. Okay. That's best for everyone. Yeah?
Look at her. By the way, she's never this constructive normally. Maybe she's going to absolutely fluster when I turn the record off. So job now is, got my little lasery thing. We're going to measure up and then head to a mall to get the Ajari and the Diwar sorted. Because we need the number that's on the door here. That's why we had to come here first. So we need the Diwar number. There's a plate on the door. And then we're going to head to Dubai Hills Mall and check out Home Centre.
Home Centre and IKEA. I've just had a really crazy thought.
Live.
There's a potential, in my opinion, for a desk to be tucked up in one of these corners, or it's just dead space. Maybe literally a desk here looking out. Not obstructive, not ugly.
I like it.
So that could be one of our solutions. So then the boys could have a separate bedroom.
Do you want the boys to have a separate bedroom?
Yeah, because what I think is if we commit to them sharing a room, it's got to be bunk beds. If they're a nightmare sharing the same room, then ultimately we've wasted all that money on a bunk bed and be going to 2 singles and then the desk space and, Well,
my build on that is...
Let's get measured up, I think, is the
measure up, but if the boys... Because Riley's got a laptop. Reggie will have a laptop.
Oh, no, Riley's got a gaming PC, so he's going to need a desk.
And when they're at school, if we need to split rooms and do calls in separate places, we're good. Because we'll have a desk here and a desk in there, and we can divide and conquer that way.
What? You saying go in one of the boys' rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because you told me you don't want me working in the bedroom. Working in the bedroom, well, not like that anyway.
Is it?
That's probably not going to make the vlog. Anyway, we're going to start measuring.
Got to leave for 45 minutes.
I'll just wait for you. It's the end of day 1, so we thought we'd do a quick recap. Grabbing a bite to eat in a place called Dubai Hills Mall. Do you want to remind me where we've been today, what we've done? Thank you very much, mate. Nicked it. The first place we went was head up to Luxbridge, which is the broker that we used, a guy called Wiam. He was awesome, highly recommend. Absolute class act start to finish. More on him later on. So we're going to do a full video. What I want to do is make this a video of how to rent an apartment in Dubai. So there's so many steps. That'll be more like the talking ahead videos we've had on the channel before, which is all the steps to actually rent an apartment and what we did specifically to do it remotely. So we did that, got the keys,
then
went there.
A taxi to the apartment block. So we saw our apartment for the first time. So
that was fun.
Feels very, very real now. I think more real for me than, I don't know, I think it's just it's probably still not really truly settled in.
I could see moments of panic in you as well.
Yeah. Not from a...
What was that?
Not from a, oh my God, what are we doing perspective. More so just the space and, we're moving from a 4-bed detached house to a 2-bed with maid room apartment. It's a big old change. By the way, I don't know why I feel like I need to jump in and go when it's a maid room, that's a thing out here. We don't have a maid. But when you're renting an apartment, it has 2-bed plus maid room. It's basically 3 bedrooms. Basically a 3-bed. Yeah, but a very, very small bedroom. I can't think. Oh my god, that would be good. And then,
So we measured up, and then we went over to Al Barsha Mall.
yeah.
So when you rent an apartment, you need to get what's called a Ajari. And again, I'll put this into the video when we kind of go into the details of how to rent an apartment in Dubai or how to rent in Dubai. That's kind of like a formal contract that gives the tenant protection, so it legalises the contract. And then also needed to sign up with DWAR, which is, I can't remember the exact acronym that stands for, but it's basically your water and electric. We went there, and actually the systems were down, so we waited for like 30 minutes, systems were down. So then we bailed on that, came here to Dubai Mall, and
Dubai Hills Mall,
and had a mooch around Home Centre, and started off being a mooch, and then it got pretty serious pretty quick actually, didn't it?
Yeah, guy was super helpful. So
Unbelievably helpful.
never been anywhere like that before, where almost like we had a personal shopper with us around the shop, not pushy, not trying to force anything on you, or like showing what was available, what the different options are, different layouts. An absolutely amazing service in my eyes. It was brilliant. So we got our bed from there.
I'm aware this is probably bad form eating while filming, but if we don't, the reason I wanted to film now is I think that when we get back to the apartment later, we're just going to crash and not be bothered to do a recap. So
yeah. So we got a bed from there, didn't we? We got
a bed, got a couch, got a table, got dining chairs. Wanted a rug, but we said we'll come back.
Yeah.
Then we bailed out of there, went back to Al Barsha Mall.
Got that sorted.
Ajari, DWAR sorted. And again, all the costs, by the way, like we're going to share it. Because I think one of the things that we were trying to do when we were trying to do our research of like how much does everything cost, it was a little bit opaque. We couldn't really work it all out. So we are, whether it's in this video, probably not in this video, we're just going to keep this as a bit more of a vlog style, here's what's going on. But in the breakout videos, we'll document all the pricing. So did that. Then went down to IKEA, down at Festival. It's not Festival City, or is it Festival City?
Jebel
Ali, yeah, which is big old IKEA, perfect. Went through there. Had a similar level of service actually, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
Someone helped us find all the bits. So
we did go to Pan Home at Festival City Mall, which is next to IKEA. Wasn't impressed with that place, to be honest, compared to Home Centre.
Different vibe, different quality. So not going to knock it. We didn't spend too long there, but different vibe as well.
It seemed like a small store as well compared to potentially some of the others. So
we did that,
and then we've got.
So from there we got
lots from IKEA.
Desks for the boys. Beds for the boys.
And then a few little bits.
They don't know.
They were going to be sharing.
They were going to be sharing rooms, so we were going to get bunk beds. But we decided we can make it work logistically with work and like being on separate calls and bits like that. So that was one of our concerns. That we're going to have one room, we're going to have one office. But there's plenty of space, as well as like communal facilities, bits like that to take calls. So boys are going to have their own rooms. So we're trying to kit it out and make it really special for when they land on like early July. So we did that, and then finished all that, and then we were like, we haven't eaten since this morning apart from the protein bar.
Hence why we Hank Marvin need to eat while we are recording.
Yeah, and then we decided, so there's now like the little bits that we want to get sorted, and what Sarah wants to do is like go and check out 3 or 4 different stores for like plates and cutlery and little, what do you call them? Tchotchkes? Bits like that.
As you called them this morning, tidbits.
Tidbits. They're not called titbits.
Well,
they can't be called titbits.
We need to Google this.
Okay, I'm going to put it on the screen. By the way, like if I'm wrong, I'm just not going to include this bit. Like you can't win. There's no upside thing. So we're back at the Dubai Mall at a place called. There you go.
I really want to eat now. Can we end the video?
Sorry, we're gonna end the video, and we're not going to record again today. We're going to enjoy the food when it arrives, and
get a good night's sleep.
Tomorrow is all about tidbits. All right. See you tomorrow.